your Shankar. You are watching Yo Psycho. Today is Thursday and we are going to listen to a beautiful story. But this story is going to be completely different from all the stories we heard till now, because I guess the story is an imaginary story. Okay, so let us get into the story. There was a lorry filled with village people with so much of joy. There is a very big joint family, more than 40-50 people. They were sitting in the open lorry, lying down, talking, chatting, playing. There is so much of crowd pumped into an open lorry, and people were traveling from one village to a nearby forest. I hope you know why these people normally go in lorries. If you have visited village, you know whenever there is a festival, whenever there is a marriage, this kind of transport happens to save money and also to accommodate all the people in one vehicle. They used to hire a lorry and they used to get the entire family, 40-50 people, and they all will stand. There will be pots, there will be rice, vegetables, whatever is needed for puja and everything. They will load into the lorry and they will go to the nearby forest or nearby temple, and they will do festival there. They will cook there and they will spend the whole day there, full of celebrations. Children will play around, and elders will chit chat, and the ladies will cook, and elders will do puja. It's a typical village family temple worship. So such a excursion was happening and people were traveling in that lorry. All were happy except one. Yes, one person was very, very sad. You can't guess who. Can you guess? There was a goat in the lorry, and that goat was very, very unhappy. Yes, you are right. The goat is going to be slaughtered in the temple that day. So the goat is so sad, so that it's going to leave the body, and there is no other option, because all these people have tied my neck, and therefore I can't run away or jump from this running lorry. So therefore I am going to die today. So that is the reason why the goat is very unhappy. But by seeing the goat, all the people are even more happy because they are going to have a mutton biryani. So normally what happens is, the people, those who don't know how a village bali will happen, they will take a goat or any other animal, and they will tie it in front of the god or goddesses, and the pujari will come. Pujari will take a vessel of water. He will mix turmeric into the water, and then he will take the handful of water from the vessel and he will splash it on the face of the goat. And when the goat is disturbed by the water splash and moves the head like this, then the pujari will shout, God gave permission, God gave permission, now we can cut the goat. So that was the same situation about to happen then. And the pujari came and he took the vessel and poured some water and mixed the turmeric with it, and got the water out of the vessel, and he was about to splash it on the face of the goat. And everybody were curiously watching how the goat is going to shake the head and say yes. At that moment, let us pass the entire scene. Let us get into the goat's head. Inside the goat's head, there was a voice going on. The goat was talking to himself, and the goat was telling, no, something it was happening. It is not audible. So let us see what the goat is thinking, In the meantime, when we were about to focus inside the goat's head and to hear what the goat is thinking, the water was splashed on the goat's face. But for everybody's shock, the goat didn't move a single muscle. The goat was firm like a statue, even when the water splashed with so much of force. All the joy, all the cheer, all the noise, everything went still. Pin drop silence in the entire audience, and everybody were serious. What? God didn't like us to eat mutton biryani? So everybody were looking at the goat more seriously. And everybody looked at the pujari again. The pujari took the vessel again and he told, no, we will ask God second time. And again poured water in his hand, and he was about to splash it on the goat's face. Now let us go inside the goat more closely and listen what the goat is speaking to himself. So when we went inside, we heard very clear voice. What? The goat is telling to himself that, my dear, last year the same situation happened. and luckily you didn't shake your head. Therefore, they thought that the God doesn't want to give permission, the goddess doesn't want to give permission. Therefore, your life is spared and they didn't kill you. They took back and they fed you for whole year and taken care of you well. So make sure at any cost this year too you will not move a single muscle. Therefore, again one more year you will have a royal treatment, full day, full meal, and nobody will touch you. So therefore, don't shake your head. Control. You can do it. You will do it. All these motivational dialogues were happening inside the goat's head. Exactly, this is what happened. Last year, this goat was about to be slaughtered, but luckily the goat didn't move the head. Therefore, they thought the God didn't want us to cut the goat. Therefore, they postponed it to the next year. So today is that next year, and this time also one round the goat passed. Second round, the water is about to be splashed on the goat, and the goat sat firmly. Second time also, no movement. And the crowd started, murmuring. Oh, maybe God, some dosha, this, that. People started talking different things. And the head of the family came near the Pujari and told firmly a sentence. What did he say? He said, my dear Pujari, I think there is a dosha, there is some mistake from our side. I don't know what. Last year itself, this was supposed to be, sacrificed, but last year we couldn't do. At least this year we thought everything will be normal. 2 times you tried, we didn't, it didn't work. Maybe there is a dosha. Next year we will give 2 goats sacrifice to satisfy goddess. So let us try one more round, last round, and even this time if there is no permission, then we will do one more goat bali next year, so that 2 goats will be sacrificed for goddess to satisfy. And the Pujari agreed. The vessel was taken. 3rd time, the Pujari poured water in his hand, and the goat was carefully watching the Pujari. The water was about to be splashed on the goat's face. The water didn't touch the goat's face. It was about to touch the goat's face, but with so much of speed, the goat started shaking the head even before the water could splash on the face of the goat. Everybody were overwhelmed with joy. Everybody were so happy. They all were jumping. Hey, at last God gave permission for us. God gave permission for us. More than 4 times, 5 times the goat didn't shake his head for the past 2 years and saved life. Definitely, even this year, the 3rd time also, the goat can stand still and can live 1 more year. But the goat heard the conversation. Therefore, the goat doesn't want 1 more goat to get sacrificed. Therefore, the goat sacrificed himself to safeguard 1 more goat. Wow. It's a sad ending. Sorry to make a sad ending story. But in reality, it is not sad. It's a happy ending. The goat didn't die. The goat saved a life. When you see from this perspective, at least. You may get a doubt. Hare yaar, aisa kaisa ho sakta hai? How could that be possible? How can someone kill himself to safeguard someone whom he or she doesn't even know? No, it is possible. It is not that just your mother in home who is sacrificing food, sweet, comfort, happiness for your sake. No, it is not just your mom. There are sacrifices happening in all levels from, all walks of life. We are not aware of. There is somebody who is dropping paper in front of your house morning at 5 o'clock. Somebody who is getting up at 3 o'clock and milking the cow and, packing it and bringing to every house and distributing milk. There are sacrifices everywhere. We don't watch it. We don't give conscious effort to observe all these things. That's the problem. In max, if you want to say giving life kind of a sacrifice, we have so many role models in our lives, in our country. Who are they? Bhagat Singh, Sukhdev, Rajguru, Chandrasekhar Azad, Khudiram Bose. How many people we have in this country, those who have sacrificed their whole life, real life, blood and, flesh and blood, they have sacrificed for us. For me and you, they have sacrificed their life and they have killed themselves for the people whom they don't know. Logically thinking, it's odd. I used to always ask my grandfather, when did you get birth? My grandfather used to say, 1923. Matlab, before 1947 you were alive. Yes. Then what did you do for the country? My grandfather used to say, once I was going in the road, I saw Nehru walking in, going in one jeep. That is what I did. Gandhiji I saw. But what have you done? 90% of Indian citizens were like that. They were very, very contented with what they got in their life and they were very much focused about their plate and their family. But those 10% of the people, those who sacrificed everything and fought for all the people in the country, led way for the freedom of our nation. So sacrifice is one of the main component to get a deeper happiness. I used to always get this question. If you sacrifice, then you will be unhappy. I used to ask my mom. See, my mother makes a sweet, and when the sweet is good, me and my brother used to demand more, and my mother used to give her share also. And later I get this doubt, she gave her share to us. Matlab, she is not having that sweet. Therefore, if I am eating that sweet and I am getting happiness, she is not eating the sweet. Therefore, she is not getting happiness, right? Logically. So I get sweet, I get happiness. She didn't get sweet, therefore she is not going to get happiness. Correct? But my mother used to say, I am more happy if I see you eating full. I hope this story got some, churning in your brain. Thank you for listening. Let us meet again next Thursday with one more story. You all are listening to me. More than hundreds and hundreds of people are listening. I'm very, very happy for all the hundreds of people, those who are listening. Thank you so much for spending your valuable time. But until and unless you don't comment, I will not know what you feel. I may not be up to your mark, what you expect. Therefore, I request you all to please comment in the comment section and share your feelings. It can be praise, it can be scoldings, it can be correction, it can be improvement, anything. But please do comment here. Stay tuned. Thank you.